And so Jesus says to him in verse 50, go your way. Your son lives. Jesus taking the opportunity to say, I'm going to use this situation to take you higher. Now, some of us need to realize that sometimes we find ourselves in situations, sticky situations, messy situations, 911 situations, situations where death is on the doorstep even. And God will use that situation to take us higher in him. Jesus says to him in verse 50, go your way, your son lives. Now, there's the word. Watch the faith go to work. The next words say, so the man believed the word that Jesus spoke to him and went his way. No longer employing Jesus to come. You have to realize this man was just begging, sir, come down before my child dies, he says in verse 49. But somehow when Jesus says this word to him in verse 50, go your way, your son lives, the man believed the word that Jesus spoke to him and he went his way. As we preach and teach, and sometimes we say the same things over and over again, but some days it penetrates. This word gets in us. The sermon that we heard 2 weeks ago now comes back in our mind. The study that we did 4 months ago now jumps back in our mind when we need it, and we trust the word of God and we step out believing God for his word. And that's what this nobleman did. The man believed the word that Jesus spoke. The man believed the word. Go your way, your son lives. And the man no longer needed Jesus to come with him. He trusted him at that moment in time. And he went his way. And verse 51 says, and as he was now going down, his servants met him, saying, your son lives. Same thing Jesus said to him. And in verse 52, the man does something. He inquired of them. He asked, hey, tell me something. What hour did my son get better? And they said to him, oh, it was yesterday at the 7th hour, the fever left him. So the father knew that it was at the same hour in which Jesus said to him, your son lives. The confirmation of his faith. What a testimony. And look what it says. And he himself believed in his whole household. That was all a wonderful capture of walking by faith. Think about it. The man had traveled 17 miles walking. He's going back now. Jesus isn't with him, but the word is going before him. See what I'm saying? The word of God has power. We have to trust in God for his word. In verse 53 proves there could now be not the slightest doubt about this wonderful miracle. The same time Jesus said, your son lives, the fever left him. It is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to know that God is not limited to time or space, that his word works, that you can trust God for his word. That's what this nobleman did. That's the lesson today, that we trust God for his word. Now, let me say this. The nobleman did a couple things here that I'd like to leave you with. Number one, he heard that Jesus was around. Number two, he went to Jesus. Number three, he implored or he prayed to Jesus. Number four, he prayed again. The next one, when Jesus spoke, he trusted it. Think about this. You heard about Jesus. That's good. Have you gone to Jesus? That's better. Have you prayed to Jesus? And then have you prayed again? And then have you trusted him at his word? Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Never forget that. Romans 10:17. I pray you got something out of this today. This was a good lesson. Understand that what was happening here was a demonstration of God's power, that he's not limited by time or space, that he can speak the word and healing can take place. You all remember, he spoke the word and a dead man, Lazarus, got up. Oh, you can trust the word of God. You can trust the word of God. Go your way believing what you've heard from Jesus. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. God bless you. God keep you. Keep trusting in the Lord. Keep watching. Keep being excellent. Keep the faith.